Alright guys, got another re-uploaded Pokemon battle for you today. This is going to be a UU team this time, so I hope you guys enjoy my old narration.
So we both got Crobat leads, and I knew it was going to be a speed tie, but I was kind of hoping I'd lose it so I could see what he wanted to do. Unfortunately, I don't, so I have to go to something that can handle Crobat. I figured Arcanine doesn't care about Taunt too much, and he's also got Intimidate, and he's kind of bulky, so it just works out. And as you can see, it took the hit pretty well. It's Brave Bird. It's quite a terrifying move, actually. But nevertheless, force him to switch out into what turns out to be the obvious play, which is Entei. And let me tell you, this Entei just gave me all sorts of problems all damn game. Like, it hits like a truck, and it can wall the one thing I have that can sort of wall it. It's really hard to explain that, but regardless, it's a thorn in my side, put it that way. So I'm going to go to something I know can take it. It's going to be a Mega Blastoise. Oh, I know, another one, whatever. It's a different set at least, so, whatever. He misses a Sacred Fire. Unfortunate. But it wouldn't have done too much. Probably would have got a burn, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to go for Water Pulse. Toxicroak comes in to take it because I completely forgot that it got Dry Skin, or that Dry Skin did that, and it just doesn't ever cross my mind. He goes for Gunk Shot. I thought I'd be okay. No, I'm not going to be okay. And to top it all off, Ice Beam, which is my ironic best move to hit this thing with, does nothing in return. So he's probably AV, which doesn't really matter too much because I think literally Blastoise is the only thing that hits it on that side on this team because Azelf has Psyshock and the rest of them are physical. He goes for Knockoff on the predicted switch, which, it's kind of annoying. And I elect for Roost simply because no matter what Toxicroak wants to do to me, Stone Edge or Ice Punch, Roost sort of mitigates that, and if he wants to switch, I'm faster than everything anyway, so I can choose where to go from there. Aggron comes in, I go for Taunt, not wanting Stealth Rock up, and he absolutely wrecks me with Heavy Slam. Oh man. The thing is, though, he is taunted, so he has to attack again. Why wouldn't he? So I go into Chestnut, because I know I have Rocky Helmet on this thing. I think the idea of this Chestnut set is to sort of whittle the opponent down whilst recovering a little bit. So it's got Spiky Shield for when it's protecting and Rocky Helmet for when it's not. It's kind of a, I don't know, I'd like to think it's kind of original. Probably not, but whatever. Since when is anything original these days? And if it's original, it's probably terrible. Nah, that's a joke. But anyway, let's get back to the battle. He brings in Crobat. As I predicted, I knew he wasn't going to stay in with Aggron, so I went for Leech Seed. And I'm just going to basically stall this Crobat out for a couple of turns, getting myself back up to some respectable amount of HP. And also whittling him down slightly in the process, which is good. I was kind of hoping he'd Brave Bird on my Spiky Shield, but it didn't happen that way, so I'm going to switch out back to Arcanine because I know it can take it on quite well. It's getting down there, but I figured with Lefty's Recovery and Leech Seed on Crobat, it's going to help a little bit, surely. I mean, it's not going to be the worst play in the world, and as you can see, I do get up to a respectable amount of HP, over half. It's pretty good. He's going to switch. Guess where he goes? Oh, wait. No, Aggron this time. Ha! But however, I did predict him to switch to something. I was predicting Entei, but this works just as well because I bring in Blastoise. And, yeah, he's got to get out of dodge. I like to go for Dark Pulse because it hits both of them the best, if that makes any sense. Like, Water Pulse would hit Aggron quite well, but does nothing to Toxicroak. And same thing with Ice Beam, just rolls reversed. I know he's going to Gunk Shot this turn, so I'm going to go to Crobat, and yeah, I'm going to go for a Roost, because I have to, which makes me wonder why he went for Sucker Punch. I think Roost was just the play to make. I guess he wanted to kill me, take any chance, because he knew he wasn't going to be able to do it if I Roosted anyway. But I was still predicting things like, Ice Punch and Stone Edge, but regardless. It brings Aggron back in as I U-turn, which is good for me, because I'm just going to go straight back into Blastoise, and I'm going to go for Dark Pulse again. It is the perfect medium, because, in my opinion anyway, because it still hit Toxicroak for some decent damage, as you saw. I say decent, compared to Ice Beam, considering it's resisted, it did more or less the same. Probably about, I don't know, 5% less, but anyway. He puts up rocks as I hit it with Ice Beam, so Aggron's getting down there, which is good. I spin, as Florge comes in. I mean, spin was the play to make, because he's got two things that do a really good job at walling Blastoise, so, it was just... Rapid Spin was the correct play there. And now Florge is in. I go to Arcanine, but unfortunately, because Blastoise is faster than Florge, I don't get an Intimidate on Entei, which is kind of annoying. I'm just going to go for Morning Sun to see what it wants to do. So I go for it. He E-speeds, which it kind of hurts, but not enough because I'm Morning Sun, so it sort of doesn't matter. And here I was predicting Stone Edge. I actually was confused as to why he went for E-Speed. Yeah, I'm stumped. I have no idea why he went for it. I guess he thought it might kill, but regardless, I go into Crobat as he goes for it again. I thought, that was the turn to go for Stone Edge, right? If you have it, which you do because you're an Entei. So, he's banded? And it turns out he is, because he goes for it again, although there it was kind of obvious because it would have killed Crobat. But I'm going to go to Chestnut, not fearing Sacred Fire because he's obviously banded, and I get Rocky Helmet damage on him, which is good. I miss Leech Seed. I suppose it's kind of a bother because Floor stays in for a couple of turns here. He goes for Moonblast, obviously is going to kill Chestnut with that because Chestnut's special defense isn't fantastic. It's not bad, but it's not great. It takes resisted hits well, but yeah, anyway. Arcanine takes him no problem, so I'm obviously going to go into it. Just go for Flare Blitz, and oof, that wrecks it. That really does. That's good damage. He goes for Wish, and I'm like, oh crap. I don't know what he's going to go into here. He's either going to keep it for himself or go into Entei, which, I don't have anything better to do, but I thought on the off chance he goes to something like Aggron, who is in dire need of a Wish, or even Toxicroak, I do want to hit it and kill it. So I'm just going to stay in. Entei's in. At this point, I am absolutely predicting Stone Edge because he has no reason to go for anything else. So I'm just going to let Crobat go. In an attempt to get a safe switch into Blastoise at least. Because Crobat doesn't really do too much. I suppose Toxicroak, but not really. Anyway, so I bring in Chestnut because I know that he's banded, so Stone Edge is going to do Jack All to me. I'm going to go for Leech Seed on the switch, and it goes on Aggron, which is great. He's getting really down there now, is to the point at which a layer of spikes would probably kill him, which it is in the back of my mind to try and do. I am looking for opportunities to get spikes up, but it just invites Crobat in because I'm pretty sure that he's got Defog, because they usually carry that these days. I think I'm probably the only person who doesn't do that. But regardless, I go for Drain Punch to try and kill Aggron off, so he couldn't get Stealth Rock back up. But he goes to the Toxicroak, which is fine. I spike his shield again for no reason. I'm not going to gain anything out of it. I'm just basically PP stalling Gunk Shot, I guess. I thought I could take one because I thought he was AV after seeing the damage that the Ice Beam was doing. So, I knew I could take one. I go for Leech Seed, which is great. And in comes Aggron again as I Leech Seed, predicting him to switch. I predicted him to switch because I predicted him to predict me to switch. Predict me to Spiky Shield. That was it. Spiky Shield was kind of the play to make, so I predicted him to switch out, predicting that. I called it correctly, that's basically it, and Aggron goes down as a result. So that was a good turn of events for me. He brings Toxicroak back in. There's no point me doing anything else other than letting Chestnut die. I mean, I suppose I could have maybe, stalled out more Gunk Shot. Maybe he'll miss one. He's not going to miss one. I know he missed Sacred Fire, which was unfortunate. But he doesn't miss anything else. It's only Sacred Fire he ever misses, which was kind of like, really? Really, game? But anyway, I'm going to go to Arcanine, try and kill the Toxicroak with E-Speed, but it doesn't work because he goes into Entei. Like I said, it's a huge thorn in my side. I went into Blastoise mainly as fodder, because I predicted Stone Edge without question. And, that was pretty much it. He does get a crit, and I left it in to die anyway, but maybe he could have missed one and I could have got a hit off on something. No. So I go into Arcanine for Intimidate, and then I'm going to go into Snorlax because Snorlax can probably deal with it because he's got decent-ish bulk, I suppose, on an intimidated guy. Crobat comes in, predicting Snorlax, I don't know, but regardless, I'm going to go for a T-Punch because I knew that he was going to taunt. It was obvious. Snorlax is mainly defensive, so you want to get it taunted. Goes for Brave Bird. It doesn't do that much. I was actually surprised to see how well Snorlax took it because I have no defensive investment in this thing at all. No physical defensive investment. It's mainly special. He's got max HP, but still took it incredibly well. In comes Florge, and I think, right, he wants to get a wish for something. I'm pretty sure. And I'm just going to go into Arcanine, because I know Arcanine does a number on his team. Well, sort of. I don't know. He does a number on half his team. I'm just going to go for Flare Blitz, because I don't want Toxicroak getting getting anything, getting a wish, because that would be unfortunate. Go for Flare Blitz. Maybe I'll get a crit. Not going to get a crit. Basically, at this point, I'm in a hole. His Entei is still looking good, which is annoying. I'm just going to go for E-Speed for damage here because I have nowhere to switch. He goes for Stone Edge. It's going to kill. Maybe he'll miss. He's not going to miss. But I am in a hole. I have 2 guys left against his 4. I'm going to go into Azelf. Now, this play is weird. I go for Dazzling Gleam, and here's my thought process. Hydreigon is the perfect switch. Psyshock kills everything on his team. Why wouldn't you go to Hydreigon predicting that? I guess Florge is a special wall after all. So that was a wasted turn, and now I am absolutely in a rut. There's nothing, it looks hopeless. He's got 2 really good physical attackers against my special wall and frail as hell Scarfer. He's got this Florge which can pass wishes off. I'm going to go for body slams on it, just sort of, I don't know. I don't want things getting wishes, because at this point I could probably deal with, Hydreigon I can deal with because I'm a special tank. As long as I catch his other 2 guys on the switch, I can body slam them from the kill. Florge also doesn't like taking body slams. As you can see, it took nearly 50%, which is not even a fully invested Snorlax's attack, I might add. It's just really powerful, or Florge is really frail for some reason. He did get a crit with Moonblast, and I maintain that mattered to the point at which during the battle it did, because it put me in a hole. I'm at half health, and he is keeping the pressure up. But regardless, he looks like he wants to stay in, so I have to go for it. I mean, maybe I can pull something out with this Snorlax. It's intended to curse up. It's basically my special wall / Suicune counter, because Suicune is very dangerous in this tier, and this thing sort of boosts its attack and hits Suicune on the physical side with super effective T-punches. That's the thought, and it does a good job, but I have to go for it here. Now, I'm once again in a hole. If I curse and he switches, I figure that I'm done, because he can just go to Toxicroak and probably still kill me with Drain Punch from there. If I body slam and he doesn't switch, he dies and I'm done anyway because he brings something in for free. It's kind of the point. I have to wait for him to bring something in, not for free, to try and deal with it. He goes to Entei. I'm at ×2 defense, so I'm pretty sure I can take it because I also have Thick Fat, and he goes for Sacred Fire. It misses again, but like I said, he hits everything. Well, I don't know if I said, but he does hit everything else, which is just weird. And he also does get a couple of really nice looking crits, which I don't know. I don't think I got any, if I remember correctly. He goes for Sacred Fire, hits this time, and he gets the burn. I'm like, I don't really care about the burn because I have rest. The main problem here is I'm trying to build up enough defense to take on Toxicroak, and looking at this, ×3, it's got to count for something, right? He's going to keep on mashing Sacred Fire just to try and kill me, because at this point he hasn't seen rest. Now I get it off. Basically, I've got to be at enough... My thought was, I have to be at enough defenses to take on 2 Toxicroak hits, because I'm going to burn a turn as he switches, I'm going to burn another turn as he hits me once, and then I'm going to wake up as he hits me again, and I'm going to hit him, and I'm going to kill him. He goes for Drain Punch, and it does, let's see, 20%! Wow, Snorlax, you're a beast. Right. What looked like a really huge hole I was in turned into something fantastic. It looks like I'm going to win as long as he doesn't crit me. He crits me! Oh my good lord, no! So I put the speed up because this is the end game here. He crits me, and it looks okay, but let's not forget he has a Hydreigon. If it specs with Draco Meteor, he might take me out, but no, he doesn't. It's fantastic. Snorlax is a beast. Takes the Draco Meteor, and then I rest up to full health. It's game over from here unless he crits me, but even then Sacred Fire is resisted by me because of Thick Fat. But yeah, it's pretty much game over from here, because as soon as I wake up, I'm just going to start smacking things around. There's nothing he can do. Entei goes down, that's it. It's officially game. Hydreigon can't kill me with a crit, and even if he did, I have Scarf as Elf with Dazzling Gleam, which would absolutely one-hit KO it. So it's good game from there. I had a ton of fun with this match. It was right down to the wire, and eventually, somehow, I pulled it out because Setup Snorlax is awesome. And that's pretty much it.
So for those of you that weren't around in the early days of Play All the Things, what I would used to do with Pokemon battles was I'd play so many matches with one team, have that like a series, and then I would put that team to one side, start a new series, and play another series of battles with that team. So this is the second one. So the next few matches will be with this one, just like the first 4 were with the first team, and then it will move on. So look forward to more of these in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you some other time. Take care.